Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and I see Sandra husbands, Lorimer, Denny, and Lynette Holder. They just wanted to show up in your news today, but what they're saying is a bunch of emptiness. After the abolition of slavery, and the colonial masters, engineered just when you were supposed to be released from slavery, the act of emancipation, as I've told you before, was just an act. It's an act. But when that happened, if you didn't stand up then, and you didn't, how are you supposed to become tech savvy unless they give it to you? They have to give it to you. When you hear the words blockchain, that is an anonymous group. You don't even know where cryptocurrency started, who was the person or the group that started cryptocurrency. When you hear the word metaverse, it's not a new word, but it's a word that's being put out now into the airwaves. And you think about Zuckerberg, you think about Facebook, you think about virtual reality, you think about augmented reality, and there are platforms now to unite communities to do these things. When you hear about these things, you think about the white man. The white man. And these people are in your paper telling you that you need to get accustomed to these words. Are you hearing what they're saying when they tell you that you have to become familiar and embrace words like blockchain, cryptocurrency, metaverse? What they're saying to you is you need to embrace your colonial masters. Okay? Look at these people when they get into your news and give them that raised eyebrow, because what they're doing, they're putting you back into slavery. Okay? When you see young people, some people say, oh, the young people in Barbados, they can really use the computer and they're really savvy with the computer. If you see a young person on a computer in Barbados, all they're doing is playing games. All they do when they get on that computer, shout, curse, carry on, play games. It is not as though they are on the computer trying to pull clean energy out of the air. You can go on the computer and you can try to develop some sort of software. You're putting your mind to it. You get your friends together in a group. Ain't gonna happen in Barbados. But you can try to develop some sort of software to pull clean water from the air. That's not happening. They could try to tap into the electromagnetic field and produce free energy and get rid of the Barbados light and power. They're not going to do that. They can develop satellites. If they're talking, they got in your news and talk about being savvy and tech savvy. Okay, if you want to be tech savvy, maybe you should develop some satellites and provide free internet to your people there in Barbados, and anything that's excess you can sell to your neighbors or the big nations. You can sell your tech to other nations. You can do that, right? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The way you moved post-slavery tells you that you don't really think about the future. You just want instant gratification. You just want that meal. You just want your whatever pleasures you derive. That's all you're looking for. That's really all you're looking for. And with the 11 plus exam exterminating about 70% of the kids in school, telling them they're not good enough, they're not bright enough. What do you expect when you get into the newspaper and talk about time to get tech savvy? Maybe it's time for you to become people savvy. Maybe it's time for you to become ex-slaves, non-slaves. Maybe it's time for you to fix your mind to think about a future where you're not dependent on blockchain, white man, metaverse, white man. Maybe it's time for you to decide where you want to go, and you develop your own words You develop your own slogans that can take off. Let your own words and let your own slogans take off into the metasphere, and move in a way that is deterministic. You have to move in a way that you are taking certain freedoms. You cannot keep on using the white man's words and think you're going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, or you're going to remain our modern day slaves. That's all you're going to remain. So this foreign minister, the Minister of Foreign Trade and Business, Sandra Husbands, she should be ashamed. Okay? People's Cathedral, Lorimer Denny, what's his part in this? What's his role in this tech savvy when he's what? Is he a minister talking about a white Jesus and a heaven? What is his role in this when he's telling you have to wait until you're dead to get your treasures in heaven? What role is he playing if that is what the message he's giving? You have to wait until you're dead to get your treasures, which are in invisible whatever, some kind of heaven. So where does he stand? And the Small Business Association, Lynette Holder, small business, where does she stand on these principles? You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere when they're telling you to embrace your colonial masters. You're not going anywhere. The Sheriff Veronica.